Hi, I'm Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent, and I'm thrilled to be potentially talking to you about the sale of your home. Now, when we get together, we're going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to learn about your wants, needs, and desires as it pertains to getting your house sold, and I'm going to talk to you about my marketing plan. The cornerstone of my marketing plan is preparing your home for sale, and that's what I want to talk to you about, A Tale of Two Houses. Before I get to the story, though, I just want you to know that even in this market, which seems to be getting better and better, every showing of a potential property needs to count. There are fewer showings. Each one needs to count. We have no second chances. There's no second chance to make a good first impression when we're showing your house. Buyers are a little bit cynical today. They're smart. They don't want to be played. They don't want to be manipulated. They're very suspicious of overstaging. So that's why we don't use the word staging, because buyers don't want to be faked out. They don't want to be manipulated. They don't want to be played. This quote here, the most exhausting thing in life I've discovered is being insincere. Staging connotes insincerity. We are not going to suggest that you stage your house. Rather, we're going to talk about having people fall in love with your house. Staging is out. I want to tell you a quick story that I call A Tale of Two Houses. This actually occurred here in our marketplace. Two homes came on the market on opposite sides of a body of water. They were both around the same price, right, $1 million. They both needed new roofs. They both needed new windows. They both needed new heating systems. They both needed new bathrooms. They both needed new kitchens. They both needed, you name it, they both needed it. Now, one house sold in around 4 weeks. The other house sold in a year and 4 weeks. What's the difference between the two houses? Well, the one that sold more quickly looked like it was loved. It looked like the owner loved the house. For example, even though you had to do all this work to it, the bathrooms, the kitchens, the roofs, and all the stuff I just mentioned, it was beautifully maintained. I mean, when you walked to the front door, there was a light to the right of the door, and it was spotless. The glass was clean, no cobwebs, no bugs, nothing. It looked perfect. Everywhere you went to this house, it looked perfect. As a matter of fact, even when buyers knew sort of instantly that it wasn't the right house for them, they still had this look of calmness come over their faces when they walked to the front door, because they knew they were walking into a home where the owner, even though he had passed away, was clearly in love with his home. It showed in every aspect of the house. On the other hand, the house across the water, quite a different story. The paint was peeling, the lawn was not neatly edged and mowed, the lamp post, the light next to the door was full of bugs and spiders and cobwebs. It was really kind of gross, actually. And it just looked like the owner didn't care. The owner had also passed away, but just looked like the owner didn't care. So my question to you is this. If you don't love your house, how can we expect a buyer to fall in love with your house? That's the whole key. Yeah, if I don't love this house, why should you? And that's why I talk about falling in love rather than staging. So what I've done is I've created the Black Book of Market Preparation. It's a 27-page checklist that helps me get your house ready for the market. It's based on my experience on 4 decades. In fact, if you follow the calendar, I've been doing this for 4 decades. If you follow the clock, it's closer to 80 years. Anyway, based on my experience, I know what makes the eyes of a buyer light up when they walk in the front door of a house. I know how to make your house look loved. That's how by following my checklist. So I believe when you follow all my advice in here, and none of it's expensive, none of it's crazy, it's not about replacing bathrooms and kitchens, it's about making your house look loved. It's about understanding the principle that people judge what they can't see by what they can see. So you want to get maximum value from the things that they can see. And that's what my checklist is all about. In fact, I'm convinced that following my checklist increases your curb appeal. It will help your yard look better. It follows every single room by room throughout your house with things we need to do to make your home look loved. Right down to the basement, right down to vacuuming the pipes in the basement. My belief is that following my checklist will help you get 2 to 4 points more in sales price than if you didn't follow my checklist. So this is important stuff. I'm very proud of this. My checklist has been decades in the making, and I can't wait to share it with you after our listing contract has been signed. In conclusion, I have to think of this painting that sold for a couple $100 million because there was an article about this in the Wall Street Journal. The auctioneer said that, and this is a quote right from the journal, "I'm hired at that moment to make the work as expensive as possible." So that's my job. My job is to make your home as valuable as possible. And the best way to do that is to help people fall in love with your home by taking the lessons of A Tale of Two Homes, A Tale of Two Houses, applying it to your house with my 27-page checklist, and helping you get more money for your house in a shorter amount of time with less aggravation to you and your family. Thanks for watching this video. I cannot wait to talk to you in person. This is Jack Cotton saying good day.